So today let's talk about dramatic classic autumn style loss. If you're new to my channel, I'm gonna leave the link on my Kibbe body types playlist. Today we're gonna talk about layering. So I recommend you to watch this video, the link down below, that is called Dramatic Classic Summer Style Loss. There I'm talking about basic layer, dresses and tops and bottoms, and today I'm mostly gonna talk about pieces that you layer on top of your base. What is the biggest problem for dramatic classics in autumn? I would say looking too cheap, throwing on too many mix and match and unconstructed things. Because it's quite trendy today to have those oversized pieces and quite slouchy and unconstructed. Sometimes that can mess slightly with your clean look. So rule number one for layering. You look best in clean, sleek lines, geometric outline, symmetry, trim, tailored, taut and crisp, and slightly chunky shapes. You don't look very good in mix and match things unless there are some elements there that speak with each other, that remind each other. Even if you want to go for something extravagant that those street style fashion ladies go for, you can go for that, but just keep in mind that things are better match each other rather than you just throwing in something absolutely not matching. Because that is your classic base, is asking for it. Also, things that you might not look good in. Something is too flouncy, too intricate, also too unconstructed with too many horizontal lines. That is not for you. You still need a little bit of elongation. Now let's go to specific items. First, we're gonna talk about sweaters. So sweaters are best when they are lightweight and elegant. Skinny ripped sweaters look amazing on you. Best if they are moderate length or slightly elongated. If we talk about striped sweaters, any kind, polo sweaters, turtlenecks, all that would look stunning on you if they have some structure in them, and they do normally in majority cases. Now stripes can be thinner or thicker. These timeless classic stripes no doubt are for you. Something that doesn't look as good on you, and Kibbe says this in his Metamorphosis book, fluffy knits with ornate trim. In the 80s, this is how that looked like, but I'm sure now we also can find pieces like that. Also, thick, rough knits that are bulky and shapeless. And another thing that he says might not look as good on you is cropped sweaters and vests. That is just too restricting for you. You are slightly stronger than that. If we talk about cardigans, anything from short to long, but best style of a cardigan for a dramatic classic would be jacket style cardigans. Basically, it's knitted blazers or knitted jackets. You can actually type that in online shops and see what they show you. I found some interesting pieces for you. I'm gonna leave all the links down below. And it's cool because blazer can look slightly too dressy, but knitted blazer looks a bit more casual, but still keeps its shape and makes you look very elegant and quite expensive. But at the same time, if we talk about casual looks, this blazer will just upgrade the casualness of your look. Just in general, cardigans that keep their shape look better on you than cardigans that are unconstructed with dropped shoulders. If you go with or without waist is fine. With waist looks nice because it looks more trim and narrow, closer to your body. This is how you can balance unconstructed cardigans. If they are longer, it's better. Covering your butt would be great. Something that is too cropped might not look as good on you. You don't look very good in too many short blocks, or something very unconstructed and unshaped. That's all. Now let's go to jackets and blazers, and that is your thing. You can have them in many textures, in many colors, in many patterns. That piece is just for you. It can look casual, it can look upgraded, it can look very dressy for you. Again, best if it's not extremely cropped, maybe to the bottom hip bone or in between those hip bones. It can be single-breasted or double-breasted. It can be a little bit more tailored or less tailored. Sharp shoulders are a bit better for you than dropped shoulders. Of course, regular blazers have fitted shoulders always, but if we talk about jackets like denim jacket, yeah, they can have dropped shoulders. And if it's too oversized, again, that might not look as good on you, but still you can try, because denim itself is quite thick fabric, so it still can keep its shape and it can look nice on you, especially if it's slightly elongated, not very cropped. Leather jackets also can look nice. You can get some suede or leather jackets or blazers in brown color, in beige color, that looks slightly softer. If it's matte, it also looks slightly softer and less dressy. The shortest jacket for you stops at the top of the hip bone and has sleek effect as opposed to boxy and wide. So you might not look as good in flouncy jackets or blazers with gathers and trim and peplum. That can be too girly for you and kind of cut your vertical line slightly. We don't need that. Also, something wide and boxy is not for you, and also, as Kibbe says in his book, ultra cropped boleros and waistcoats are not for you. Now let's go to coats. All those classic coats and trenches are for you. You can look amazing in shorter, medium or long coats. You can look amazing in belted coats or no belt coats. Again, fitted shoulders coats look better on you than dropped shoulders. So structured coats look better than coats that are hugging you, they are draped easily, and they look like a blanket slightly. That is too unshaped for you unless it's narrow. If it's narrow, it will be more trim looking, the outline will be more clean, and it will fit you more. So coats that might not be for you is something wide and unconstructed or something too cropped and boxy. Now, if we talk about shoes, all those timeless shoes that they are selling right now in the shops are gonna look great on you. It can be tall boots, medium boots, short boots. It can be shoes with thick heel or thin heel. It can be different kinds of loafers, even loafers on the chunkier side. Something that is not for you, too chunky shoes. And again, here you can just perceive when is it too much for you. You can always perceive the style of the shoes. Some shoes just look punkish. That's probably not your style or not your vibe anyway. So I doubt that you would go for that. Also, something that I would not recommend for any type is wide ankle boots. I think only a woman with very thin and very elongated legs can wear those shoes, but still I don't find them too flattering. Ankle is such a delicate part of our body. If we open our ankle, it can change so many outfits. It can balance oversized, huge, untidy things on our bodies. So I would not cover that. Now let's talk about scarves. If it's still warm weather, you can go for silk or chiffon scarves. I recommend choosing interesting patterns that would be contrasted with your skin color, with your hair color. That will give that interesting accent for any look that you have. For example, if you have very boring capsule wardrobe, which is a necessary thing for you, particularly because you are one of classics, so all those timeless pieces are necessary for your wardrobe. If you still feel like it's just too boring and you need some additions to revive you a little bit, that would be a great thing. You can go for different kinds of classic patterns, florals that would preferably not be too watercolor blended, something a little bit more precise looking, bold colors, big print. It can be geometric prints, it can be striped patterns, and it can be animal prints. All that would look stunning on you. And if it's colder, you can go for woolen scarf or cashmere scarf. Basically here, anything you want. It's just sometimes some patterns or some colors are not very classy in my viewpoint, but this is up to you. You have to choose for yourself. Now, last year I already made a winter style video, all the body types in one video. I'm gonna leave the link down below, or it's gonna be here. There I'm discussing the laws for puffers and boots and how to create an outfit when it's too cold. I'm talking there about shapes and laws for your type. It's not about trends. This video will work for you many years from now. Maybe in about 30,000 years I will make another video when our bodies change a little bit because of the evolution. Let me know, guys, where you're from, how cold is the autumn there, if it's super cold or if it's quite warm, if it's windy or not windy, if it's humid or not humid. I'm gonna read it. I'm very curious. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.